Okay. Okay, we are recording. And Mike in UK. How's UK? Cool? Yeah. Are you making any money in UK there, Mike? With pay-per-click or leads or anything? For the The good news is I think I have a warm lead on the hook. Great, Bob. How about we focus on profitable ads to use for different niches? Not enough, my friend. Okay. Let's go over. You can see my screen over here, and you know, we all hear about the gurus that make millions of dollars doing internet marketing and so forth and so on, but you know, we all have a journey, and internet marketing is definitely a journey. And where we get to, there's all different roads we can take. No slides yet? Does anybody see my slides? Nope. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Show my screen. How about now? Ah. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Just the header slide, no slide. Okay, great. Now, kaboom. Well, you know, we all have a story and we all start someplace. And I just wanted to take, 5 minutes and go over my story a little bit of how I got to where I got to. And it may help, it may not help, but, I'm not gonna belittle it. But as you can see, I was a chiropractor for 16 years, was very lucky, and worked hard, was very good at marketing, and that's when insurance was paid good, and I made a lot of money. Retired early, and just went to Florida, played golf, fished, and did whatever I wanted to. But I spent all the money, so then I had to start working again at about 44, 45, and so I went back into marketing because that's what I always loved. So I went into publishing and sold advertising with my wife, and it was good. We made good money. We did postcard packs, Home and Garden magazines. We did everything. And but then when print started to go down the tubes in 2006, I decided to learn internet marketing. So I started getting training in 2006 and did SEO and did well with it. Audio fine, but no video. You made millions as a chiropractor. Yep, I did. That's when insurance paid very well. it only lasted a few years. But that's sometimes if you're in the right place at the right time, you only need a few years and it's all over for you. So to be honest with you. So and then went into marketing, became a publisher, started learning internet marketing in 2006, built an SEO business. I still have my original contract I use. And I'm going to, I pulled that out of the archives and I'm going to share that with you tonight. Okay. I don't know if anyone wants to use it, but it's kind of a unique contract. So that's one thing I'm going to share with you. Then if anybody wants it, just contact me. I'll send it to you. I got into reputation management. A friend of mine had a reputation management company in San Diego. That's how I got out to San Diego. And they were just using telemarketers a couple years ago, and they were just calling businesses up with bad reviews and telling them they could, help them. And, they were doing Google Places, and, they were getting, I think, $2.99 up front and $99 a month. And so I came on board, and at the time they couldn't do the fulfillment of it. So when I came on, I started doing the fulfillment and got most of their Zagat scores high, and then once their scores got up high, the clients dropped off. So that really wasn't a really good business. So then I we were getting a puppy and up north of Columbus, Ohio, and the guy was successful. I didn't know how successful, but he sold them nationwide. But he had some really bad reviews on a site called complaintboards.com. And when his name and his company name got typed into Google, a really bad review showed up #1 for Google search, and it just, it was, when he sold puppies, some of them he sold were sick because he got them from the breeders, and people complained. So he said, I've tried everything to get that article off of complaint boards, but Google won't take it down. They won't take it down. And I said, well, let me give it a shot. And so I figured out a way to get that whole page and article removed from the Google database. And he paid me, I think it was like $3,000. And he's been a client ever since. He couldn't believe it. It changed his whole business life. So since then, I've had 4 or 5 other clients, and I just go by referral. I don't like to advertise this. Google doesn't really know it can be done, but and I charge a lot for it. Again, I don't think I'm going to share that with anybody. It's kind of confidential how I do it, but someday I might. So I did that, and I still do that, and then I went into lead gen about 1.5 years ago when I met a locksmith at a business meeting, and I started getting him leads, and just went crazy, 50 or 60 a month, and that's what it started. So then I went into more locksmiths, and then towing, and the 12 niches. So that's how I got to my point here, and still a journey. I'm still learning. Released my first product a few months ago. That went well. And I have a lot of ideas in my head that I think will help people. So so that's where I'm at. And that's my honest story. So are others seeing your video? I hope so. Showing screen. Is everybody seeing? Let me change the slide to the locksmith. How did I drive the leads to the locksmith? Pay-per-click. I did pay-per-click in Charleston, and I spent about 150 a month on clicks, and he paid me 500 a month, and I got him like 50 calls a month. I still do. And then we went to Chicago, and it was much harder because it was too competitive. And then after I saw that Chicago was so competitive, I figured, well, there's got to be certain cities that this works in, and that's when I did the 12 niches. And I said, well, I got to figure out which cities are easy to make money in and which cities are hard. And that's when I launched the 12 niches that it's easy to make money in with pay-per-click. Can't see it, but we see your slide lineup on side also. Could go to presentation mode to go full screen with each slide. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Great story and development. Thanks for sharing. Doubly motivated. Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's me. So that's where I'm at now. You know, got a couple degrees. No big deal. That doesn't mean anything in this business. Bachelor of Science, DC, you know, A+ certified, done some hardware and software stuff. None of that makes any difference in this business, though. I mean, you know, it doesn't make any difference at all. Publishing business, some of the clients I worked for through the years, Papa-Lock is the big franchise locksmith company. Blue Cross, I did a website for them. I just basically worked on a website for an agency that was part of Blue Cross. I hated it. I'll never do that again. Do I need to log on back in for video? Did you spend millions in? Yeah, I spent millions in 4 years. Yeah, yes, I did. It's called having a lot of fun. That's what that's called. A lot of fun. So, yeah. That I'm not the only person that's done that too. Believe me. So now, internet marketing. Everybody wants to know where's the money, right? Offshore, not cheap. Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are funny tonight. You guys are really funny. Okay. Tonight, what are your needs? You know, tools that you need that I might have. What are your biggest problems? You might have to log out and log back in. Let me go to presentation layout. Full screen. Nope, that's not it. Slides. Yeah. You just have to deal with it. Okay. It's back. Take me on your 25,000 a month shipment for It's Craigslist. Hit use presenter view. Okay. Forget it. What's new with Carolina One? You're still there. Okay. Share realtor story. Realtor story. Fritz, those testimonials genuine in 12 niches. Website supplied. Ready built product. Yes, realtors. What's new with Carolina? How to scale up quickly and how to outsource quickly. Just do your thing. Is local leads domination program still available? Yeah, still available. It's still in JVZoo. And yeah, local leads domination is still in JVZoo. It's localleadsdomination.com. Is there any firm topic? Okay, websites for lead gen. Let me show some. Here's one of my 12 marketing sites. Yeah, here's a marketing site that I use to get clients with. It's pretty simple. Logo, middle widget, which you can have a slider, or video, or an image, phone number. You know, you just want a phone call. So I put a slider in here, call to action over here, if you're giving free phone calls away. Testimonials, articles, Google Map. That's all you need. This will make the phone ring. This site will be better than 95% of locksmith websites. The only thing I change to make the phone ring is, instead of having a form here, I'll put an image which says, call me now, and I'll put a video over here. Okay, Ross Lincoln, I'll get that to you tomorrow. This one here is for getting clients, okay? Now, lawyer SEO.info. Here is a layout to make the phone ring. No, I don't use a Rockstar theme. I use my own theme. And so the difference is, you know, I put a call to action here, call us now. I put a video over here, and I put a logo. You can put an image or a video or slider here, call me now, and then a little background image in the background. So that's the only difference. I use the same theme, and in a few weeks I'm going to release all the theme. Just sign up with their credit card without charging. What form to use? This is something that's... I think that you should get the credit card before you start sending them new customers. I know people say give them a week of free leads. I do not. Some people are going to be honest with that, but a lot won't. So you just need to, yeah, if you type in either of these two URLs, this call button right here will show up at the top of a smartphone. It's a click to call. So it automatically becomes a mobile layout right here. So any of these sites, there's in the options of the theme, you can set the size of the header, but if you don't even set it, yeah, it's mobile optimized. Looks like a brain. Yeah, this is a weird thing here. It's a let me see what it is. Oh, it's a DUI accident video. That's from Google. Yeah. That's why I'm making my own videos. Now, the silver platter, you don't get all the themes. I'm a fried person to the YouTube. Yeah, I upload the video to YouTube. So there you go. But let me show you one of the videos that I made. See if you can listen to it. And I'll turn up the sound. This is a appliance repair, so you can take a look at this. Welcome to Appliance Repair Professionals. Have an appliance problem? Don't give up quality because it's an emergency. We're here to help. We're efficient and affordable. We have over 20 years experience and are licensed and bonded. We'll handle all your kitchen appliances, including a refrigerator, oven, and stove. Also, we'll fix washing machines and dryers. Call us. We work 24/7. You should also call us if you need a window air conditioner repair. We service all major brands. We're professionals and trained for the job. Most importantly, timely and reliable. We have over 1,000 happy customers. Don't waste your time and money on someone else. Customer service is our #1 priority. We'll even try and fix it over the phone. 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call us 24/7. We're on our way. ApplianceRepairMarketing.org. Yeah, so I'm going to have a video like this for each theme that you can put right next to the form. They're getting done. I just want them to sound good. Peter Marshall, you owned a telesales company, huh? Sold the same lead. You should do good with the internet marketing if you can sell on the phone. You know? I think a good idea would be if we all went together and got a big telemarketing company that would get appointments for us at a good price. I think that would be cool. And then all we had to do is take the appointments and go to the client and close them. Your desk, yeah, it is, isn't it? It is. It's crazy. Now we're talking. How do we get potential clients to call? Well, I email market and have them fill out a form, and the real excited ones will call me. It's about maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 will call. The other ones will just fill a form out. Any plans for sites with the UK slant? No, but I should do the 12 niches over in UK because some of the pay-per-click costs, yeah, I'll be sending out some of the pay-per-click costs in UK are less than US here. I think locksmiths in the UK are a good niche to go into, I heard. That's what I heard. Okay. So now for some good stuff. Using method. First is yeah, Lead Finder Jack is a scraper. Just, the leads are, they're cold. How long does it take to build these sites? Once you do one yourself and you struggle through it, Jay, and you have the images, a half hour to build them. The key is to just learn how to use the widgets and just change out the images. Try to use the same images as often as you can, and only change the phone number. That's the key to this. You have to change your phone number. You have to change the address, for Google Maps. But you can use the same articles. You can use the same logo, the same middle widget. You can use the same video. You can use the same form, same image. I mean, everything's the same. You just change the domain and the phone number. That's it. Let me put in my, I'll put in the two, this is dot local leads .com and lead dash generator.org. Local leads domination is all the training for pay-per-click and the 12 niches. And lead-generator.org is where I have the 12 themes, the 12 videos, and the theme. It's not released yet, so it'll be about a month before I release that because I want it all to be really, really good. Yes, and I have all the 12 niches cloned now with WordPress Twin. So anyone that has the 12 complete done for you niches, they're not only backed up, but they're also cloned with WordPress Twin, and I can send you the files for WordPress Twin. Thanks to did Jay send me that? Please do. Yes, Dr. Ron, yes, I'm sending those files to you tomorrow morning. Send me the files for WordPress Twin. Yes. If I forget anybody, just let me put my email in there too. It's at Do you have to build 2 websites? One for, I do. I build 2 websites, one for getting clients and one for getting phone calls. But you only need to build 1 website to get clients. That's it, just 1. You can use the same one for every city. You just send emails out, and you send everybody from the whole country to that one site, and that site should convert those clients into filling the form out or calling you. That's it. And then I haven't been using, I want to use Facebook for lead gen. I mean, I have friends that are using it, and they're experts at it. No, you can go to the leadgenerator.org and buy it. It's pretty discounted. I just have to email you everything because I don't even have a membership site set up for everything. I'm also going to have in there recordings of me closing deals with all 12 niches. I've got about 6 recordings done, and I am going to have recordings of me closing deals. Yeah, Craigslist works good. So you don't get local targeted domain. Yeah, I get a local targeted domain for each city for the phone call part. Yeah, but not the client getting site. By the way, these 12 niches, if you get, they're so uncompetitive. If you get, like traffic ticket lawyer marketing.com, it's real easy to rank organically for these. I think my locksmith site, it's been in the top 5 of Google since the first week I put it up without doing anything. I mean, completely nothing. So that's because these niches are so uncompetitive. So that is another plus with these niches. You can really, it's easy to rank for them. Water damage is competitive. Towing's not competitive. But I've got 12 client getting sites, and then I've got each city that I'm into in the niche. I have a completely different site. That's why I built the theme, because it was too difficult for me to copy my old theme, and I wanted something that I could do really easy. Client staff that answers the incoming calls. No, I don't. That is a problem when you have a client that they have a bad phone person, answering the phone. They have a bad voice. They don't sound friendly. My best advice, if you get a client that has a bad voice, they don't sound friendly, I wouldn't even work with them, because you're going to get them calls and they're going to blow them, and it's just a waste of time. You're better off. I don't think you can train somebody to do that if they don't understand the basics of selling and acting friendly on the when they get a call. You're going to waste your time. It's better to move on to somebody else. I know in the beginning you want to get a client really bad, but it's better to get the right client. Looking to scale your biz, you need more help. Yeah, I need more help. I do need more help. Yeah, I'm in these niches already. Just about all of them. Some of the niches I'm only in 1 or 2 cities, and some I'm in 7 or 8, 10 cities. So I had a member today wanted to know which one to go in, and I told him urgent care. I mean, it's tough to get to the owner, but they have a lot. They have a lot of money. Yeah, build your team. Yep, your smile needs to come through on the phone. That's exactly right. Yep, you guys are all right. You guys are you guys are. How long does it take to set up a pay-per-click? Oh, Hangouts. Yeah, let me get to the Hangout thing. Yeah, urgent care clinics. You know, doctors, MedExpress, urgent care clinics are in every city. It's a growing industry. Um, what are some qualifying questions you can ask potential lead buyers? You know what? There's only one question that's really going to work with qualifying a customer, and that is, okay, go ahead and give me your credit card number and we'll get started sending you leads. That's it. If they won't give you a credit card number, you just got to move on. I hate to say it, but and when you get in the higher class type niches, you'll get a lot less resistance on those credit cards. When you get in the lower type niches, you know, locksmith or towing and stuff like that, it's tougher to get the credit card because yeah, Obamacare is killing reimbursements. But see, with urgent care, they're going more to cash and some Obamacare, but yeah, mobile mechanic is one of the niches. How easy is to get the decision maker in urgent care? It's not easy. You know, it's not easy to get to the decision maker with urgent care. You have to be very persistent. You have to be very persistent. But there isn't much competition. There aren't many people calling on these people either. They don't know what they're doing. They can't get them calls. So it doesn't take long to set up a pay-per-click campaign. Once you've done it a few times, you can set one up in 15-20 minutes. Particularly if it's the same niche you've already got all the keywords for. You know, it's the same keywords in every city, so it's easy. Why not use PayPal and not have to ask for the credit card? Well, because then they might not pay you. They don't have to pay you. I like to have something in my hand that I just charge it, and I don't ask them. You know, just that's it. So should I pick up everything to get everything? Yeah, flat weekly billing is great too. New mobile pay-per-click. Prepay for 10 through PayPal. Yeah, if you can get them to prepay, that's a great deal too. How long does it take to get pay-per-click to go live on Google? It's you put in $10 or something and it's live. You got to put money in your account for it to go live. That's it. But you know, that's why I use coupons that are worth $100. The clicks in these niches are between $1 and $3, $3.50. That's it. I like to not go over $3 or $3.50 for a click. I hate even doing that. YouTube, yeah, YouTube pay-per-click. Well, yeah. I mean, if you have an MCC account, you get in Google Engage, you can get all the coupons you want. They're changing it a little bit, but now let's get to Google Hangouts because yeah, you just need one site for client getting, one in each niche, right? And then yeah, and one site for each city to get phone calls. That's it. Yeah, $3 for a click is fine. The key is you got to get your ad up to preferably number 2 or 3 on Google as fast as you can. And when you go through my training, I show you a couple tricks to do that. You know, as soon as you get there, then the phone starts ringing. and Google loves you. I have not tried YouTube for pay-per-click, but yeah, $3.35 is a great deal. It works. I heard that Google Hangouts is the fastest way to get organic rankings that there is right now. And I'm going to give you an app. I hope can everybody see that? I'll put it in here too, but it's onairmeetings.com/app. onairmeetings.com. Yeah, there we go. And that just allows you to have kind of like a sidebar to the right of a Google Hangout, so you can do a lot of different things with it. I didn't make this app. One of my friends did, and it's free. You can use it. So I'm going to start using Google Hangouts more, mainly for rankings, because when you do a Google Hangout, it automatically gets recorded and it goes right into YouTube. So to reply to all here. Okay. So I am going to start working on that immediately. I'm going to try and actually get some of my videos overlaid on top of a Google Hangout with this app. So basically the Hangout will be one of my videos, and then it's going to get uploaded automatically to my YouTube channel with the keyword I want to rank for, and it will be a YouTube video with the Hangout authority, and supposedly that's going to get near the top of Google as fast as anything can. So he's the Hangout helper, right? Ronnie Brincer's YouTube channel, yeah. What does the app do for us? The app just allows you to put an image at the bottom third. It allows you to SEO the Google Hangout a little bit, and a few other things. It's no big deal, but it just helps you do other things to get it ranked higher. Does Google Hangout have to be live? Yeah. Can I pre-record it? How can you do videos and overlay? There's with this app, there's you can do an overlay with the app. So then you embed the video on your website. Yeah. So you got the video from the Hangout, you upload it to YouTube, and then you get the embed code from YouTube and you put it on your site, and so your rankings of your site go skyrocket, the video goes skyrocket to the top, and you're in business. So if you did that for any of these 12 niches, I guarantee you'd be number one. There's no question, because it really. So I'm going to try it with competitive niches, like a real competitive niche, where see if I can't get a Hangout video to go to the top of the page organically. Particularly, when the pay-per-click cost is like $10 or $15, forget that. I'm not going to pay that. I'll do a Google Hangout and try to get that ranked. Yeah, I've tried a chiro niche. You know, I was a chiropractor for 17 years, so I know the chiro niche, but I haven't done much with it. But um, yeah, you were too. um, yeah, and I do have 5 chiropractic videos, so they're really high videos. If you, yeah, Ben's a chiropractor. Well, kind of retired now. I saw him at this last event over the weekend. So you interview the prospect. Yeah, I mean, you know, chiropractors like anybody else. You gotta find those 2 or 3 in a city that are making really good money. That's about all there are in most cities. Most of them don't make that much nowadays because insurance didn't pay real good, but there's still a couple in every city that make enough. They have a budget for advertising. Yeah, there'll be a replay. I'll send this out to every single buddy. And so here is, and I do have a Hangout plugin also. If anybody wants a Hangout plugin, just email me and I'll send it to you. And the contract. I have an SEO contract. Let me pull that up. Here is here's a contract I used years ago, and I did pretty well with it. Thought I was only one. I know. But what's so neat about this contract is you give them 3 options to do all your SEO stuff, but then over here you get paid for ranking a certain amount of keywords on the first page of Google. And the clients don't, you know, they want rankings, but they don't really think that you can rank this many keywords. So I mean, it can add up to where you could make, you know, $1,500 a month just for ranking a certain amount of keywords, which I used to do years ago. So so basically, it's a you know, 3 different prices: $1,500, $2,500, $3,500 to set it up, do their website. But the real money is in the 12-month continuity program for the pay per performance agreement. And so all you got to do is rank, you know, 50 or 60 keywords, and you're in the money. So I haven't used this contract in about, oh man, 5 years, but I'm going to start using it again. So see, I think that can you recommend any good fever contact for ranking videos? No, but I have a really good formula for ranking a video on YouTube. I got it from Chris Winters. It works almost every time. You know, he's got, like, you need so many comments, you need so many you know, chats and likes, and you know, you go to this company and you buy these different things, and then Pay-Per Call Ninja, from Chris Winters. Well, I remember him saying you have to buy this stuff. It only costs about $50 or $60, and I did it for a couple videos, and sure enough, those videos went right up to number 1, 2, or 3. So if you guys remind me, I will give you the exact formula that I used for that video. I bought the stuff, but it worked, you know. Google seemed to like it, so they didn't care. Music, please send me. I've not worked with Bing at all. I've only done Google. You know, I just, between what local leads. Well, Chris Winters just does organic. He just teaches organic, you know, how to get a website up there with organic, and he's good at that. And I, you know, in these niches, it's just so easy to use pay-per-click. I would not use pay-per-click for expensive niches, but for these niches, it's a breeze. You know, I mean, it's just so easy that why do organic when you can just spend $1 or $2 and you don't have to worry about rankings or anything. So, micro workers for video rankings. That's good. So they know what they're doing, huh? Micro workers. That's good. Silos, yeah. Chris Winters is good with silos. I haven't done that in a long time, but what I'm going to do to this contract is there's not a pay-per-click entity to it, but I'm going to add a pay-per-click entity to the contract, so you would not only get paid for the rankings, but you'll also get paid for phone calls. So you get your money up front, you get paid for the rankings organically, plus you put in the contract like $22 for any calls, but and all that's on contingency. So if you don't get any calls, you still get money for the rankings, and if you don't get any rankings, you get money for the calls. So that's pretty cool, you know. So that's what I'm going to work on, and when it's ready, I'll show it to you guys. You know, some niches, it's better. Rankings are really easy. In other niches, it's not. You have to use pay-per-click. You can't get calls. So I'm using your pay-per-call contract. Great. Is pay-per-call good for realtors niche? Yeah, it is. I put the URL of my one real estate niche in there. Mark Helton uses micro workers. Yeah, that's a good one. Could we get your email? Promise not to. Yeah, dentists are awesome. I think I did put my email in there. I'll put it in again. What's that? There we go. I told the prospect that they do not own the website. Yes. I told you that, didn't I, last time, about who really owns the property online? I'll tell you again. Here's the way it works. There was a digital product attorney at the JV Zoo event, and I talked to him for a long time. And here's the way it works. If you build a website for someone or set up a campaign, if you do any work at all for someone, if you're an employee of that person, obviously then the employer owns the work that you do. They own the site and everything you build, any code or anything. But most of us are not employees. So the only other way that the client can own the property, it's called a work for hire clause in the copyright law of the government. It's called work made for hire. And the client has to actually have a written document that states, I am hiring you as an independent contractor, and you are working as work made for hire, and that I am going to retain all ownership of everything that you create. And if you don't have an agreement to that effect with your client, then you own the property, and they cannot, you know. So if they don't pay you and they want to claim they own it, they don't. I just had to go through that with a client a couple weeks ago. And anyway, I've got all this legal stuff from this lawyer that just works with internet marketers, so it was great stuff. Yeah, they don't own the website. What about WordPress Realtor I don't know what multi-list tie-in is. Brian? National pay-per-click campaign. Well, national pay-per-click campaign would just be you can get clicks from any city in the country, and yeah, but you have to be careful, because you have to really be careful of the keywords you use, because you can get a lot of keywords that won't produce clicks. They're not buyer keywords, so you have to be very careful. I'd like to have a PayPal form below this. PayPal form below. It's filled in with sign up. Pay $1 to start to make it possible with PayPal. Can you show me or create the code? I'd like to have a PayPal form below the slider filled in with sign up. A PayPal buy button below the slider filled in with sign up. Pay $1 to start, perhaps. Oh, I mean like a $1 trial. Yeah, MLS plugin I use. Yeah, I use one from iHome Finder, and I'm a reseller for them, and so I get a pretty good price. But they won't sell the plugin. You have to just lease it. And you have to pay a monthly fee for the real estate plugin. So it's kind of a pain, but no, the form itself. MLS plugin and you use. No, the form itself. Can you show me to create the code for it? No, the form. A PayPal form below the slider. Ched, or you have to ask me that about the code below the slider. Yeah, I use the same keywords for each pay-per-click campaign. I mean, you don't want to, you can't say like, you have to change the city name. Usually it's like, Chicago locksmith, and then the next city will be Charleston locksmith. But other than that, all the other keywords are the same. Yeah, I use broader keywords. Yeah, $1 sign up. That's cool. Yeah, yeah, I like that, Brian. Just have a $1 sign up. So they have to use a credit card to pay you $1, and that's a good way to filter them out too. Is that what you're talking about, Brian? Oh, a recurring PayPal subscription button with a $1 sign up. Yeah, you can do that in PayPal. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, other than lead gen sites, all my other sites are going to be membership sites now. I use all wish list membership sites, even if I'm not even selling anything in the site. I'm going to always put everything into a membership site now. It's once you learn the wish list membership site, it's really awesome. And even if it's clients do not pay via PayPal. Well, it depends on the niche you're in. I mean, if you know the client and they pay you money up front, Bob, you can use PayPal. You can trust them. But you have to, even if they can use credit cards. Yeah, I mean, either way, it's just what is the link to the video ranking service? I don't have a link to it. I just have a kind of a formula of the, and then I need to give you the link, Howard, to the service that I bought, the comments and stuff for the video to get it ranked. And also there's something coming out. Have you guys heard about YouTube Live? Yeah, I paid about $50 to get the video ranked, but it worked. I'm billing clients weekly. What content would you be on the Hangouts you create? What content would you be on Hangouts? I haven't think about Hangouts yet. I'm going to try and I'm just going to try and do like a video overlay on a Hangout, and then just upload it to YouTube and just see if it'll rank real quick. I have a big subscriber base. I heard for YouTube Live, you have to have 100. You have to have 100 views. Again, you can buy that. You can buy that easy for like 10 or 15 bucks to get 100 views for YouTube. So, and I'm not sure some couple guys are talking about YouTube Live. You can do a lot more with it. And you just have to, he said you just have to have 100 views. You have to have 100 subscriptions or 100 views, and then you can do all this other stuff with it. I haven't worked with car dealers, and I haven't tried Facebook ads yet, but that's the next thing I'm doing. Yeah, you can use Fever for video ranking, but yeah, what is YouTube Live? It's something new that just came out. Ranked a client above Batman products at the top of Google, above DC Marvel. That's unbelievable, Jay. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of really good new stuff coming out now. I mean, it just never changes. There's just more stuff all the time. Yeah, redirect ads, that's really cool. I was looking at that today from someone. Is that YouTubeBelieve.com? YouTube Live. I don't know what the URL is. I would just type into Google YouTube Live and see what it says. I was just told you need 100 views. This YouTube guru was at the thing, and he was telling me about it, and he didn't even know what it was. Yeah, use the Hangout ranking evidence to sell your services. Your account. Yeah, I'm going to have webinars every Thursday at 8 p.m. So I will send out notices to everybody, and I'll have a lot more structured content. I just need to see kind of what everybody's into and what you want. I know everybody wants to make money, but there's a lot of different ways to make money. It really is. Yeah. I mean, tons of ways. To land the first client for pay-per-call. Bob, let's get your first client. Yep. Yep, pay-per-call, reputation marketing, video marketing, Facebook ads. More ways to contact owners, scripts. Yeah. I think client getting is always going to be something that we all need to work on. You know, always. I don't think that's ever going to change. I mean, I don't have a magic bullet really to close a client. Yeah. If you're afraid to call, get appointment setters, but yeah, you don't get enough traffic. Yeah. Yeah, Tom. The formula you use would be great, and I'll share that with you next time. There are 3 or 4 things that I had to buy that, you know, I'll show you where my video was. Yeah, I think you're right. Do one thing and make money at it. Well, what can you do to process to get and close clients? I think next week I'm gonna go over some role playing. I've got about 5 or 6 closes that I did. Do videos work if they're at the top of Google, or do you need to put videos on a site? Oh no, you want the videos to rank at the top of Google, because that's where you'll get your most calls from. On your site is good too, but well, the fulfillment for mobile, there's a company called DueToMobile.com that a lot of people are members of. That's the easiest one to use, but when I make a site using my theme, it automatically makes the mobile version. So I haven't gotten that much into mobile. I just want to make sure I have it so that the phone calls come in, because sometimes 20 to 30% of the calls will be from a smartphone in these niches. So it's even ranked high. What is your experience? Yeah, it's really about the traffic on videos, you know, and it's really the keyword. You know, if a video, you know, a lot of people, you know, they can rank videos, but they rank them for, you know, uncompetitive keywords that don't get much traffic. So the video is not going to get many views. Do I think mobile is a solid strategy rather than a responsive site? Google does not want duplicate sites everywhere. Yeah, Google doesn't want duplicate sites everywhere. I don't know if responsive site or, you know, a separate mobile site will rank better. Yeah, you got to use mobile for pay-per-click in the niches I'm in, because almost up to a third of the calls will come on a mobile phone. No, I haven't set up link wheels for videos. I just did that. Chris Winters Chris Winters technique for getting a video rank. So I'll send that to you guys next week. So I think I gave you everything. I gave you that link and for the app, and if you want the Hangout plugin, email me, and the contract. You know, if anybody wants a contract, it's just in Word, I'll send it to you. Okay? Thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to end it. And thanks for all the questions. They were all good. They're fantastic. I think together we're going to make a lot of money. Have a good night. Stop recording.